control of the Senate, and on and on. Joe Biden may well win, but it isn't the repudiation you were hoping for.
Look, you always want to win big, and you want to win every single seat. We know that, and sure, it's hard, especially when you've had some seats that we have lost with such good, great, amazing candidates and elected officials like my friend Doug Jones that I talked to today. So many people. But that being said, what matters here, oxygen on the White House first, is that we win the White House. And to me, it looks like that is a direction that we are headed. And given that we didn't win every seat that we wanted, I actually can't think of a better president for that time than Joe Biden. He's someone that can work with people regardless of where they come from and what their political view is. And I'm going to deal with all that after we find out what all the results are, because there's still a lot of seats outstanding. So I think tonight our focus should continue on the numbers that we're seeing coming in on the presidency, because that's all Donald Trump is doing, and I think we have to be laser focused on that right now. But when and if Joe Biden wins, and I have every reason to believe he will be very effective at working with Congress.
What happened in the Democrats' attempt to take the Senate? Susan Collins was reelected in Maine. Joni Ernst was reelected in Iowa. Davis in Montana. Tillis in North Carolina. I mean, with the exception of Colorado and Arizona, it's really not a good night in terms of, or a good result for Democrats.
It was a really tough map, and every single person that looked at it, any expert on this would say that from the get-go. So many Republican states, so many heavy Trump states, including some of the House districts, where, of course, Nancy Pelosi will still be the speaker, but there were some losses there as well, and a lot of it had to do with that. I will note, we are still one ahead in the Senate races. Mark Kelly, tremendous candidate, winning in what's considered a red state, soon to be turned blue, of Arizona, and also Governor Hickenlooper winning in Colorado. So, and the results are still out in Georgia, where we are certain to have one runoff, if not two.
Before you go, your husband John had coronavirus. Has he fully recovered? Is he doing okay?
Yes, he is doing great, except maybe he's watching your station too much.
No such
thing. He may be watching right now because he has become an expert on every single ballot issue, and so I've had to urge, walks and things like that, because I think just he is like everyone else. I think when he personally had to experience this, you really want a president in there that's going to get us through this, get us through the other end, have a plan, because he doesn't want to have it happen to people like what happened to him. He made it through, but he got really, really sick and was in the hospital. And so many Americans are, as we speak, watching this right now, who are sick or worried that someone they love is going to die, and I think it just makes this even more important as we go into these next 2 days. And we just ask people to be patient. We always knew this, Jake. I put out a report with Bernie and a few other senators about 10 days before the election. We knew that Pennsylvania and Wisconsin count late. They start the day of the election, and we knew there'd be some close states. And the important thing is to use that patience of Joe Biden and acting like Donald Trump. And I think we're doing the right thing here.
I do have time for one more question. I just want to ask, when you look at the exit polls and you look at how close this election continues to be, with neither Biden nor Trump having secured enough electoral votes, do you think your party needs to work on connecting to the working class in a way that you maintained during the primaries was important for your party?
Chunky. No, I tried to join Chunky.
As much of a problem as some of your other House and Senate candidates. And I'm wondering if you think that reckoning needs to happen with the Democratic Party and the Democratic leadership.
So I joined, I don't know, I think I joined Emilio, I don't know.
I start out with the fact that these were in states like Alaska and in Montana, where you had
one viewer. Hello, everyone. Who is the one viewer?
That being said,
it's not my brother.
So much of this is going to depend on the economic agenda and what we can get done.
Who is the
with
viewer?
Joe Biden
I want this to
working
be
with
a
the
viewer.
Democrats in the Senate, and then in his unique way, being able to work with some of the
Yeah,
Republicans.
with
Something
my hat.
that I've done throughout my career in the Senate. We're going to have to come up with some way to work with them. There's no doubt about that. people suffering economically right now. And the problems we had before the pandemic, problems with paying off student loans, hard for people to get training, hard for people to be able to get child care. All of those remain unsolved for so many Americans. So
Most people are wearing the cowboy hat.
garbage of just the constant,
That's the expert.
constant Republican attacks on everything we want to do. I think
Everybody's watching.
stomach it anymore. And Joe Biden's victories in these states, what I think about
you're right.
But no one's gonna.
Arizona and Georgia and Pennsylvania.
Dominic.
Entire
Casuality.
That's a message to them.
Okay, Senator
Get that
Klobuchar,
shit in my
thank you
head.
so much. Really appreciate your stopping by today. We're standing by for new numbers at the top of the hour from more states.
I hate this hat so much. I don't know why.
Special coverage continues next.
It looks so weird.
People stay
Like
focused
that
on the
thing
bigger
in the way
picture,
with me. It just
but
like showed the ears on.
sometimes the biggest impact on the world comes from the smallest parts. Here at NGK, that's harnessing the surprising power of ceramics. Our business began with small yet tough ceramic insulators used on high power lines, helping electricity flow around the
There
globe.
I go.
This led to the creation of ceramic filters for cars that make the air cleaner, and a submetal filter that can separate CO2 from natural gas or mostly methane.
Dragon's
Looking
been
for
for
new
it.
ceramic innovations,
I
NGK
just wanna
has
be
developed
egg.
hyper-compact NES batteries, which can store megawatt levels of power for sustainable renewable energy.
There's one viewer.
That is so small and thin, it can fit inside almost anything. Enercera enables standalone wireless capabilities for the next generation of smart cars. It will also enable a wide range of IoT devices.
slower song.
Oh, there we go. Now I have to
Ceramic
go.
expertise to find new and surprising ways to make big changes in the world. For a better
Okay. Bruh, see your hair. Left again for some time. Watch someone else. For me, the goal is never imposter.
It's easy. Just go to GoodRx.com and with a few clicks,
Can you hear it?
treated by a
Okay, now
licensed
two people
medical
left.
professional, all from the comfort of your own home. Visits are
Da,
confidential and
da.
affordable.
Now
Need
the
prescription?
I'm
Your doctor
in
can send it to
charge.
your pharmacy or have it
So
mailed to you.
now, okay.
Get the healthcare
I've
presenter
made
at
base and bit
GoodRx.com.
scanned, so I will tell
Do
people
you
that.
have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? How do you get in front of companies or get a patent? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors just like you for 35 years, and thousands of people contact them every month. With 65 offices, you can meet with an InventHelp representative near you who will keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. InventHelp has helped over 10,000 patents, and they offer 3D animations and prototyping services to help demonstrate your idea. InventHelp's exclusive data bank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to confidentially review new ideas, like yours. Don't wonder what to do next. Take action right now and get the help you need from InventHelp. InventHelp. Call today for free.
Try the normal one of us on. Oh, by the way, turn off the fast speed if you want. I turned it on. You go on continue, and then you look to your left, I think.
This is CNN. More people get their news from CNN than any other news source.
This viewers, okay.
Am I good in here?
Will your arm? Yeah, you're good.
On the next vital signs, we're exploring
that-
old
that's a phone now.
Oh,
Turn that off.
hundreds of millions of years of evolutionary
Okay.
information.
Battery, no fails.
Darn right
Sources who made a fascinating group of researchers and scientists in search of
No
answers
fails?
to everyday creatures.
What that mean?
Doesn't matter whether you're a big fan of snakes or not.
Tanaka
can't fail.
Save your life.
is this guy. Black is clear. I was deciding behind. Okay, Tanaka is clear, so these are buns and milk. Like that, like milk.
6 minutes and 10 seconds. Press on.
A mask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, let me do the
It hurts my arms.
Let me try
scan.
But even more about the person who doesn't.
I knew it was them. I just said buns and milk.
Oh, wrong right away. Oh, I got it wrong this side. I got it in the wrong side. Oh, how do I
By the way, you're left-handed. I think there's a setting for left-handed.
Of course.
That'll be easier.
No, but usually I get the blue one there.
Oh.
Okay, Pinky, Single Man, Lakshana, Kageyama, Dilto, Kneecap, and Ian. Who's the one viewer?
Those key ballot grounds are preparing to roll out more vote tally soon. Stand by for that. This, as Biden needs 17 more electoral votes to reach the magic number of 270, while President Trump is holding
Okay, sorry. No. Imposter. I'm always screwed. Always. I never get imposter. That's a dumb thing. Okay, I'm in her card. Always do it first time. Told you. Now I need storage and electrical only. Do that only one. Okay, so I need a storage bill engine. Okay, now let me go over to electrical to do all of these. Okay, now it's easy. Then I do fix wiring. Then I do this. Okay. Now I go up here to my fixed wiring. The reactor meltdown.
Piece of the blue wall that Joe Biden is trying to rebuild. Take a look at the state of Donald Trump was
I need to do this.
Joe Biden currently at 47.9%. That's with 88% of the estimated votes.
Now let's build this up.
Of 186,755 votes. Now here is what we
Okay,
know
now go
about the
back over to
outstanding vote. Those
storage.
ballots that have not yet been counted.
Now go over to admin.
800,000
Do fix wiring.
sort of back in the envelope estimate, not a precise number, but that's
Then
about
go
the
into
universe of uncounted votes. So then we calculate what
storage.
does the candidate need in order to win the state of Pennsylvania. Well, take a look here. Joe Biden needs
To do the lower end.
63%
Oh,
of
nice.
those 800,000 uncounted
Boom.
votes to overtake Donald Trump's lead and win the state of Pennsylvania. Donald Trump only needs about 36 to
Okay,
38%
Kageyama
of those uncounted
is
votes
dead.
to hang on to his lead and keep Pennsylvania red. Here's an important thing to understand though. That 61 to 63%,
In
that
cap.
is not out of reach
And
for Joe
use
Biden. The bulk of the votes coming in today, mail votes from Democratic areas, they're going like 78% to 22% Biden to Trump. He's been getting really big margins in the vote that has been coming in today.
Single Man, Pinky, Lakshana, Ian, Kenma, Kneecap, Dilto, and Bacon. And Kageyama.
It's a lot of votes. Donald Trump needs a lower percentage to hang on to it, so we'll just have to count them and see what's happening in Pennsylvania as the count goes on.
We'll watch it very closely.
Red
Together with you, John King is with us.
Let's finish
the
task.
popular vote.
I
Biden is
did.
ahead right now by 3.5 million votes on popular vote nationwide.
And it's amazing in the sense that Hillary Clinton won the popular vote 4 years ago. We know Donald Trump won the Electoral College. We're waiting tonight to see if we get more votes. Joe Biden has the chance. If he can get Arizona and Nevada, if he holds his leads there, he would get 270 and he would be president
Scan,
of the
so.
United States. But the
Well, we
president,
didn't see
who's
the scan,
leading the popular
though.
vote,
I didn't see.
is still in the hunt.
Everyone just skipped
But
that.
this way, you have to say, you know,
Well,
Trump
that's
might
usual.
win by
If you
25
skip
because we got votes to count.
No one was
When you just
expected
went
to
through
skip
your
the
Virginia
goal.
versus those
It's
states,
only
each
skip.
state's a little bit different. If you look at
Okay, I'm
Georgia
gonna,
right now, in the Biden campaign, you see
these
a
two, Single Man and
37,000
Pinky.
lead,
Okay, doors closed
37,332
right
vote lead
here.
for President Trump. That was 372,000
Okay, any of them.
at
I didn't see
midnight. So
anyone
you go
there.
back, you know, 11 hours ago, 11 hours ago, that was 10 times
Nobody
that almost,
there.
10 times that almost. So the trends on
Nobody
Georgia
here.
have been going in Biden's direction, and it's being
No one
counted,
here.
very tough
No
on the
one
ground,
here.
many of the votes
Okay.
to still be counted are here in suburban Atlanta, and you see this is Atlanta itself.
Where? What is just a question mark? It's where? Red?
Joe Biden has a shot. Down again, we're behind 372,000.
For the begin,
He has a shot as they continue the count there. If you go west,
They're not doing
Arizona,
that,
this would
but
be a
they're
flip.
doing,
If Joe Biden could win Arizona,
I don't
that would be a
know
flip. It was a Trump
that.
state in 2016. You have to go back to Bill Clinton in the 1990s. For a Democrat to carry this, you see right now, 50.7, so 50.
Did you have no fail on?
If you round them up,
Yeah.
that's Joe
Oh,
Biden.
if you have no fail, the grade just goes down automatically.
And red was black.
107,000 at midnight last night. So Biden had a big lead in Arizona last night. It is shrinking as we continue to count the votes there. Trump had a big lead in Georgia last night. It is shrinking. And so the dynamics
I'm skipping because I don't know who it is.
As they watch this count out, when you look here, this is where the last piece of votes came in. The last time we did get an installment of votes
One
for
view.
Maricopa, that helped the president narrow the gap a little bit there. So the question, as these come in, do the next batch of votes for Maricopa, is Joe Biden do better? Is it pull away a little bit more, or does the president continue to narrow that gap? And so it's just a fascinating dynamic. In Arizona, obviously critical here. We're still waiting.
Okay, don't believe me.
County. This has been,
You think I know you're in
frustrating
cold.
for people at home. Some of this can feel like Groundhog Day when you revisit these states and you're
So
trying to
he
figure
is
out who's
imposter.
going to win the presidency. Arizona
Oh
could
my
decide
God.
along with Nevada.
Because then
who
why would
wins
you
all
say
day.
that?
It's
Is
been
it
the same
lying or are you
total.
in a cold?
Clark County officials have said maybe. Clark County is here, the largest county in the state. They have said perhaps.
Okay, I'm following red.
Perhaps we have to wait till the morning. But again, you're looking. This is Clark County, 53% to 45%.
What the hell right
You pull out
there?
here, 7,647
I'm gonna
votes.
do
You
that.
know there are still votes to be counted, so obviously we need to.
Why
watch
does
this
it cannot
vote.
count?
It's been hours at the same total there. So
Why?
it's frustrating.
Do you have any idea what's taking them so long to come up with some?
Why?
What they have said is several of the
Why?
county, Erica Hill is out there, and several of the counties have said that they have those numbers, but they're deferring
Bruh.
to the
Bruh,
Secretary of
it's
State's
hard.
policies appears to be to try to do it all at once. It's a great question. And again, look, this is an election like no other. All of these officials are doing it in different ways. They're under enormous pressure. It's our job to watch them and to be skeptical and to ask them questions. We should also give them some grace. But at this time now, again, if you come over here and look at it, and this is why there's so much pressure on these officials. And you can understand why people watching at home, people in both of the campaigns, people in our business, want to know the answers. Because right now, since the big news of the day, it's been a long day, but Michigan and Wisconsin projected for Joe Biden. Remember, those are 2 of the 3 states, along with Pennsylvania, that made Donald Trump president. That's why he is in the White House. These were Democratic states all the way back to 1992. Trump took them. Biden takes this one back and this one back, which gets you to the math right here. 253 to 213, which means, again, that Joe Biden can do, he's leading here and leading here. He holds those, he's the president-elect of the United States, no matter what happens in these other states. The numbers will change, but he would be at the finish line. That's game over. So you can understand the pressure and why people want to know, can we speed up the count here? Can we get it? But again, we're in the pandemic election. It's like no other. In Nevada, these are mail ballots. They're counting them. We just have to be patient and wait. Doesn't mean you don't check in all the time and see. But there's, when you haven't updated your vote total all day, there's, understandably, people are saying it would be nice to know what the trend line is in the state of Nevada. Now, again, if Joe Biden wins them, that's game over. Just want to come back so people don't get the impression we're there yet, because we're not. And this would be a huge cushion. If for some reason, if Biden can come back here and then hold here, then the president has narrowed the lead somewhat in Arizona. This one's close as well. But Biden would only have to win one of these 2 if he somehow could pull ahead in Georgia as well, which is why, again, the chess game here of the different dynamics in these states, especially you have a sense that, the Trump lead is shrinking here, they're still counting.
Bro, what idiot. Like, it's 100% right. He killed in front of me. He killed in front of me. It's red and pink.
And we've just been waiting. We've been static and stuck in Nevada all day.
You make a really good point. If he only got 270, that's what you need. You'd be elected president of the United States. But if he got 270, there would be an incentive for the Trump campaign to file all sorts of legal,
Okay, I have to leave because no one's
try to
doing it.
reverse that. If he got 250,
Bro, but come on, it's so
that legal challenge goes
Jesus,
back.
oh,
Let's play that out. Let's just say Joe Biden gets the minimum. He holds his lead in Nevada and Arizona. And let's say the president of the United States
How
holds
would
his
it
lead in Georgia,
be?
North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. Let's say the president of the United States picks
The
up
harder you hit, the more
Nebraska,
points you get.
allocate electoral
No,
college
it's not
by
that.
congressional district. Let's say the president gets that, and the president
It's
gets
about angles.
Alaska there. So then you're at 270 to 278, which is obviously 268. I'm sorry, 270. So we've already heard from the Trump campaign, legal challenges.
Yeah,
Drop that if they get it, obviously.
No, it's me being crewmates, like always told you.
And we know that they have
That's
their
why I'm
eyes
gonna
out
leave.
here and out here. And so if it's
gonna go
The challenge then would be, do you pick one, do you pick two?
join. I'm gonna join Fox. No, I'm gonna join Silly Goose. If code. And I'm gonna keep pushing hard until it starts.
Where do we have the best legal case? Can we
If
something else turns through,
I'm
Joe
doing
Biden could come back and do that. And Joe Biden could come back, that would be a statement there. And you're in a very different dynamic. Number one, you have to flip more. So you have to win another state. Number two, then even though this president is his own person, he makes his own decisions, he defies his party, and he defies the elders of his party all the time.
I'm crewmate.
It's his party.
Now I find again.
La.
Lagging the phone. This is 7 people. This is like me. This is 9 people. And this is 12. Huh? Can you not be like that? Huh? Okay. It showed me joining. And then it. Bro, what are these guys doing? Can I start?
407 votes at midnight when many of you at home perhaps went to bed. Then overnight, 1 a.m., it drops to 249,497.
Bro, I do not starting. I told you why.
By 4 a.m.,
I told you why.
117,000. And then as the count continues through the day, 10 a.m., you get to 103,000. And then 9 o'clock tonight, we see it down to 39,000. And then we pop out to where we are now, and it's 33,000. So that has been a steady trend as they count the votes. So you're in the Biden campaign headquarters, you're saying, what's still out? Which counties have not finished the count? During the Trump campaign headquarters, you're saying, please, finish the count, get to 100, because this trend line is not going our way. Fulton County, it's the largest county, it's Atlanta, and the suburbs around it, as you can see, heavily Democratic vote. Joe Biden is running it up, and he's running it up even more in these mail-in ballots that they're counting today. We know Democrats
God. Okay, they're not starting.
Because of the pandemic. So you see Fulton County,
I spent some time waiting for them.
and they still have
No, you don't. No, you don't switch it on me like that, huh?
is even more lopsided than Joe Biden.
For me, like, oh, I'm like sticking out and I'm. Bruh.
There are more ballots here.
Okay, that's when I play Minecraft.
So they're almost done, but you're still counting ballots. And look at the vote totals.
Who's the one viewer?
Very populated suburbs.
Hello. Who's the one?
Another place to know that's voting Democratic is over here, 87%, Chatham County. Again, Joe Biden getting 57% here. He needs a little bit higher than that in the average, but there's more votes possibility here as we count. And so that's the issue right now. The president's lead, again, down to 33,000.
Minecraft bedwars is the best.
When we switched from Tuesday to Wednesday morning back at midnight. So the trend line has been against the president all day long. That doesn't mean Joe Biden gets there at the finish line, but right now in the Biden campaign, you're looking at Metro Atlanta. I just want to check down here, pull on some more votes here as well. In a place where Democrat, again, you can tell by the numbers, it's not as big. It's not as big a population center, but 89%, so they're still counting votes here. Let's just come across in the blue as we look. 92% here, much smaller. You see the vote total. Look at these votes. The bulk of these votes are here in suburban Atlanta, and you're looking to get, make up some big ground.